tragedy. I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful, and those two gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
Y'all, he was talking about the DAE-DAE, the same nigga that's on the ground with Duck. That's who Dirk was talking about. And mind you, I already told y'all he's a cousin to a member of oblock. Dirk was warning Duck, the nigga you with gonna set you up. He wasn't talking about no FBG members. He wasn't. Duck had been with DAE-DAE hard as for the last couple months, and I told y'all why. Off the strength that was his big brother. But Dutchie and them being telling Duck, stop with that. That's why Dutchie made that motherfucker live and said he was really moving wrong.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, shout out to KINGAK47. Now, I remember when he first came on YouTube, right? And before I even had this channel, I can honestly say that he was one of the first people to give us some real clarity on his Duck case before a lot of people. Now, I don't know how he knows what he knows, because a lot of people are saying that he isn't even from Chicago. But one thing you can't deny is that a lot of the things that he says or have said has made sense and actually added up to be true, as we witness some of these things that he spoke on unfold right in front of our eyes. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, I don't know what their gripe is with him. Like I said, I don't know where he come from. But one thing I can say is some topics that he speak on, and some of the accusations and allegations and assumptions, or whatever you want to call it, that he put out there have came out to be true in the end. Alright, now before we get into this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Alright, now if you remember the Duck case, and I've been covered there's videos already that I've done. If you want to check them out, just check out the channel. Alright, I'm not going to get into the whole spill about it, but what I am going to get into is this eyewitness. And that's one thing we got to pay attention to, those gray areas. A lot of the truth are in our face, but the problem is we don't pick up on it. The problem is we kind of sometimes just go over the truth, or go over them little signs and indications and symbolisms and just leave it out there, not knowing that a lot of the times it's right there in our face. Alright, now this eyewitness who they interviewed, who was actually on the scene, he said this, right? He said, quote, "It's a tragedy. I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful, and those two gentlemen I thought were together. But one just started shooting at the other." End quote. So now, at this point, we know that he's referring to FBG Duck and the person that FBG Duck was with, who happens to be DAE-DAE. Right? Now, the infamous question is, who started shooting at who? Now, this is what the news themselves in the police reports didn't tell us. They didn't tell us that, you know, they just started shooting at each other. And of course, it was for a reason, of course. But what they told us was these two individuals was together, and then out of nowhere, two cars pulled up, four guys came out, started shooting, and that was it. And like I said, I could be wrong, they could be wrong, whoever could be wrong. I'm going off what the eyewitness said on the news. It don't get no realer than that. he said that it was so calm and peaceful, these two gentlemen he thought was together, but one just started shooting at the other. These are the little details that we got to pick up on. Now, I don't know what's up with King AK47 and where he come from, but I can admit that before anybody else on YouTube, he was the first to tell us that the guy that Duck was with, who happens to be DAE-DAE, is the one who actually set Duck up. And once again, we don't know how true that is, but put two and two together and make four. The eyewitness that was there said that one gentleman just started shooting at the other gentleman for no appeal, like he don't know why, right? So keep that in mind, and then keep in mind that King AK47 said that DAE-DAE, the way I said his name is crazy, but DAE-DAE, the one who was with FBG Duck, all right, was the one who set him up. And everyone was saying how it couldn't be him. FBG Duck and DAE-DAE was cool. But King AK47 also explained that the girl that Duck was with, her name is Jasmine, and Jasmine was one of Duck's little joints. But the plot twist came because Jasmine's brother was also cousins with somebody from oblock. All right, and he also cleared up something strange to me when he said that that's the reason FBG Dutchy got on live, and when someone asked him how he feel about the whole Duck situation, he just nonchalantly said, man, Duck was moving wrong. Alright, now once again, and a lot of y'all like saying, oh, y'all snitching, y'all doing this, y'all doing that on YouTube. No, everything is literally out there already. All you gotta do is put two and two together. And to be honest with you, I remember watching that live and thinking to myself, dang, the boy Dutchy, he either got something to do with it or he just cold-blooded. Like, dang, if that was my boy, I'll feel away. I probably wouldn't be on live. But then there was other people like, nah, in Chicago, that's just how we deal with it. Like, bro, like the average person would be tripping, but death is so common in Chicago that these guys are used to it by now. So it just is what it is. Not to mention, it's been said that everyone was warning Duck to stay away from DAE-DAE because of his affiliation with the ops. So FBG Dutchy's response makes a whole lot of sense when you connect the dots, because they pretty much told Duck about DAE-DAE, but he just didn't listen. That's what it is. He just didn't listen. Now, fast forward. And to be honest, it's really no sense in talking about the guy who supposedly was just riding his bike, because his story is so fake and flawed, and he just looked like an actor. And it's already been exposed by almost everybody on YouTube that he had something to do with it. So let's focus on this guy that said everything was so peaceful, and then out of nowhere they started shooting at each other. Alright, one thing I always tell y'all is to read between the lines, man. We live in an uncommon world, and that whole phrase that we was taught growing up, quote, use your common sense, get rid of that. Because we live in an uncommon world these days. Because common sense would tell us that, nah, Duck, he ain't gonna be around somebody who's affiliated with his ops. Duck knew better than to move with X, Y, and Z. He knew how to move. Common sense would tell us that nobody would be shooting downtown in the Gold Coast, right? But look, and the news will always be symbolic and tell us everything we need to know if we just pay attention. Now, there's people saying, well, if Duck knew that DAE-DAE was related to his ops, then why would he hang with him? All right? But that's easy. Because that's something that Duck did, and that's also something that's quote unquote common in Chicago. 051 Melly did it. Even though it landed him in some trouble eventually, but Melly hung around Duck knowing that he drilled one of his relatives. You see what I'm saying? It happens. And I can already tell that somebody like Duck, he probably was feeling himself. Not in a negative way, but in a way where he felt he could hang around one of his ops relatives and it would be cool because it's all love, because of the person that he was. we also have to keep in mind that a lot of these guys actually hung around each other before they became ops. Like, a lot of these guys was cool with each other before becoming rivals with each other. You see what I'm saying? Mubu Crump, he was cool with Dirk and the whole OTF. Kayla, King Von's sister, she used to hang around all Von's ops because she remained friends with them even though he left the their old hood or whatever the case may be. So hanging with your ops relatives isn't unfamiliar to these guys. It happens. So y'all need to stop with all that, oh, he shouldn't be hanging with the ops relatives. It happens, man. Not to mention Chicago is small. I always tell y'all that. There's a guy on YouTube, I forgot his name, but he show y'all the blocks. He go to the blocks of where there's like famous deaths. So like if for instance, he'll go to KI death site and he'll show you the block, and then he'll tell you like, yo, this is 63rd and this is what they be rapping about. And then when you go up the block and you make a right, this is where the ops be. Yo, it's so small. It's so small, man. And this is why I be telling y'all, this is why a lot of the killing go on, because these guys will probably be beefing on 63rd and be into it with these guys on 67, and it's right there. It's literally right there. Don't take it from me. Go on YouTube and see for yourself. Now, once again, man, this small clip of this eyewitness explaining what he saw says a lot, even though it's a small clip. Because if it was so peaceful until quote unquote they started shooting at each other, then who is they? Why would Duck be shooting at DAE-DAE? Why would DAE-DAE be shooting at Duck? The news only explained 2 cars stopping with 4 shooters getting out and shooting and then fleeing the scene. They never stated the information that this guy has explained. And being that the feds took this case over, I'm sure there's more information out there that they know. But it won't be released until they proceed with charging people. You see what I'm saying? And some say that AK was snitching. King AK47, they said he was snitching because this is information, you know, that isn't out there. But I don't listen. This is information that pretty much everyone knows. You just got to put the puzzle together. You got to put 2 and 2 together. Pay attention. That's all. Some people, they may be fooled because they don't know. But for the most part, everybody knows what's going on, man. If you just pay attention to what's going on, that's it. And that's why I'm gonna leave there, man. Check out that eyewitness. How he said this man started shooting at this man. Just check out everything, man. Make sure you pay attention. Pay very close attention. And I'm gonna leave that there, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm out.